Marriage and Divorce, Part 1 by Donald Johnson, July 30th, 2010. This is produced as part of the ongoing work on the website thewaythetruthandthelife.net. This is a response to a letter from an elder brother who was in the work. That is, he gave up all and followed. 2x2 example as Jesus prayed for in Luke chapter 10. That he wrote me an email on divorce, and I'm going to respond to him, to his email by this video. His email is quite lengthy, and I don't know how long it will take to complete this response, but I'm glad for the opportunity to share it with you. His title was Divorce and Remarriage. And, his name is Jim, and Jim is coming from this Christian perspective. I would say, first of all, the email was received earlier this week. This is Friday, July 30th, 2010. But in the background, the Bible is a description that people have written. The description of a thing is not the thing. As one worker said once, you can write corn on a piece of paper and put it in the ground and it won't grow. But I especially appreciate the insight of Paul on Mars Hill when he said about God, that in him we live and move and have our being. In the background, to me, God is infinite, not created and not destroyed, and there is nothing outside of God, and in him we live and move and have our being. I take our intelligence to be an important part of God. Whether we're independent or not, that's a different question, but God's laws govern. There's God's physics laws. I'm a physicist and a mathematician, at least I have degrees in both, and taught physics as one of my careers for 22 years. But the question about divorce, there's a very simple thing that is represented and misrepresented in the Bible. Is represented correctly, but I've heard many misrepresent the Bible. The Bible and reality clearly shows a difference between men and women. This is not discriminating against women. There's a simple biological fact. Every born child knows who its mother is. And in order for cultural advancement, for intelligent life to reach higher potentials of insight and individual sovereignty, it has been demonstrated that a home with a known father and raised with a loving mammalian bond, a nursing bond from the mother, and a protective guiding bond of the father, gives a higher probability of achieving the higher potentials of intelligent life and individual sovereignty. And when it comes to marriage, it's describing what is the best for protecting the development of the next generation. And the simple fact is, a child only knows its father if its mother only has one man. That's why the Bible and reality leaves it open for a man to have more than one wife, although that is not recommended in the Bible. If you read, there's no rejection of a Christian with more than one wife, but the higher positions, it's not advised for a Christian to become a deacon or a bishop. It says the husband of one wife. There's clearly the reality of evolving in God's laws has made differences in the development of males and females. Females enjoy some tasks, and they are different many times than the tasks that men enjoy. And women are more proficient physically, emotionally, and intellectually at some tasks, and men are better at other tasks. And you could go back and look at the history. One of the most important things is God's reality has, in tribal life, has done much harm to women because of tribal conflict, did much harm to men. The research presented, and I'll stop to get the reference. This is the end of part 1. Part 2 will include the Harvard professor's research.